Hello everybody, today I'm gonna do a tutorial of the Rise of Nation. So you can guys learn the game properly, not like these tutorials on YouTube. So we have the basics. Of course, here you have like this, the Z, shift, ignore, yep. This game, you should play the tutorial like I do. I do because I want to show. And I will show you how to play Rise of Nation. So I'll show you the keyboard. So the Q is for the letter Q is just for country view. W is for diplomacy. E is for economy. S is for military. A is for technology. I mean, if you want to don't. Sometimes I usually press W and just do this, but it's up to you. All right, so how to play Rise of Nation, I guess. Well, Rise of Nation is a game based off of grand strategies, so you have to use a strategy in conquering your neighbors or potential opponents such as China, I don't know, India, Pakistan, Iran, Germany, France, UK, Ukraine, Japan, anybody that is quite sizable in population. So you have to stop them as Russia, as in this scenario. And if you're gonna play Russia, good news for you, Russia is actually really strong. But recently, Russia has got a massive nerf debuff, which have these small countries, which in the total population, you have less than Germany if you collapse. So and lose all the resources in the land. So be careful. Well, today I'm going to show you how to avoid be collapsing as any nation on earth. You can play Guatemala, bro, and conquer America. Alright, so how do you begin? You shouldn't wait like me, but like you should do this the second you start the game. You should do this. Just bring your troops here. And in a multiplayer session, you would like to press W on, press C in Kazakhstan, press W, then justify world war conquest, not the because it's useless. The only one that you'll ever be using is Russia is conquest. Alright, so I'm gonna teach you what this does. Subjugation does make your nation a puppet. You get like 20% of the manpower and 20% of the tax income, but it's quite useless if that nation is literally poor. Like you don't get 20% of their resources in your resource stockpile or something like that, which sucks. Like bro, puppets literally suck in Rise of Nation unless it's like India, China, you're playing like a Bulgaria, let's say. In that case, let's say a puppet would be useful, but otherwise it doesn't work. Alright, so research-wise, I would suggest to rush the quantum computing. Alright, so we are justifying these two countries. Okay, but another thing that you should take into account is industry, because everyone knows, the majority knows about this, but nobody knows of factories. At the start of the game, you should build still a lot of factories as Russia. And I'll teach you another thing about residential. So, if you want to build cheaper, there's the thing policies. Oh, okay. But before reaching policies, okay, I'll do a quick summary of the ideology. So, majority of the nations that are non-aligned, except India, Laos, Vietnam, North Korea, Japan, Cuba, USA, and Brazil. Oh yeah, don't forget Brazil as well. These are different ideologies, so I will show you in a moment. Vietnam, North Korea, China starts socialism, the other was socialism. Just North Korea and Cuba starts communism. Alright, so what's the main purpose of this ideology? These three ideologies are really good as Russia, let's say, because you got this. Look at this baby. It's a lot of resources you can build factories. And fortunately for you, you get factory outputs. That means you're gonna make 125 extra more resources, which is OP. And if you are communist, you can activate this policy, which gives another 50% resource output. So in the end, you're gonna be rich as fuck. You can just lower your taxes in Russia. You can just become rich. Yep. Alright, now I'm gonna teach you how to make out more money. In the terms of ideology, democracy. Liber is it it's like a sort of aggressive ideology, but it's not really good though. I mean it works, but I mean you get unrest reduction of this for 25%. But I don't suggest spending political power on becoming communist economic. I would rather suggest spending this only on fascists, but because it doesn't worth it to change ideologies. Okay, so what the democracy does, you're gonna have infinite money, but unlike communism, you can die out of the wars because communism has this war reduction penalty, which is 0.03, which is actually OP. Like bro, if the government spending is high as that, and you can take 10 billion cash and say you will recover the year or so. What democracy, you can do that, and you're gonna suffer penalties, events which takes manpower. Your manpower is gonna be equipped. Not to mention democracy is a minus 10% manpower gain, which is, and minus state stability offensive war. That kind of sucks, but you can fix the 3% stability recover from this. You can still expand democracy, but I mean the taxes. And this is this thing called tax reform, which gives 25% more extra more tax for democracy, which in the end is 135%, which is that's not bad. And the last one, fascism. Fascism is like a sort of fascism isn't paying for its communism with taxes, and it makes the military extremely cheap. You can have 10 billion troops and you have the same keep us democracy have like 22 million troops, the same money, and you only take like minus 10 tax out of your stability, and you give 12% base stability, and you gain extra 2% stability per declaration, and in fact the justification is reduced by minus 50%, which you get also 35 extra manpower. This ideology is really good if you really willing to expand, like from the African Union, conquer Europe, I don't know, stuff in Asia if you are reformable. But again, as democracy, if you are taking too many cash deals, you're gonna suffer as fascists. So it's pros and contra. It's a good and bad at the same time. Overall, the communism is good for the long-term war, and if you're a country with such as Russia with terms of thousands of resources, but otherwise it's not worth it. Alright, so I did a summary of the ideologies. Okay, now policies. Alright, the policies are really good are really important in the game because they give you, as I mentioned, they give taxes, resource output. I mean that's good. Alright, but now I'll teach you what policies you should use mostly in this game, because otherwise most of them are useless. So Anti-Corruption Act, not really worth it. My bad. Okay. Anti-Corruption Act is this is the most useless thing in the game. If you don't do corruption, then why do this? Encourage development. This is what I was talking about before. This one is what you do as a small nation, like not the size of a nation, but it takes like 75 political power, which is a lot. But the thing is, you can get eco booms and stuff like that, which is important. It's okay. This one is the important one. You should take it always. Martial law. This is when you don't have your capital and where your stability is really low after you lose a lot of stuff. Because you get like 60% stability, which is bro, that's fucking a lot. 60% stability, like bro, you can't recover it this easy. Emergency useless. Do not ever use it for political maintenance, bro. That's actually fucking insane. No. And first of all, this is one is as good as democracy, but don't take it because it's expensive. It's quite expensive. Price censorship, okay, this is a good one. You should take it if you're not democracy. Like, gain 10% stability. Manage that tax is not, but you can do this and you can basically increase your tax anyways. Alright, Explosion Act, this is so good as fascism if you want to integrate everything, but again, you didn't mind 65% unrest, so be careful. Forced labor, I said, you should take this. At the start of the game, you should take that improving infrastructure because you get like minus 10% building cost. You can basically save money and get extra money. Prosperity Act, I'll show you how to get this because this is easy. It's actually cheap. 10% tax for nothing. It's good. Okay, this is a good one. If you're a democracy, you can do this and just get like integration speed. But yeah, the Liberation Act, unrest reduction, it's quite pointless. It's not that much. If this was like 50% unrest, it would be worth it. Agricultural Act is not bad, but it takes time. If you're a country with a lot of stuff, this was used to be 10% tax, but now 7. I don't know why. Military and Service Act, this is a decent one. 20% manpower keep. That's good. Now check that. This is actually good if you don't really want to build to expand anymore and not online. It makes your country more tougher. Your city is more harder to capture, but like your kills of justification is worse than democracy. Public Service Act, you can, okay, this is a decent one as communism if you want to have an extra buff. Welfare Act, it's a good democracy, like it's the alternative way of where was it? Press censorship, but you can do this as democracy. So I think it's your only thing, but you can like only satisfy 5 stability, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So yeah, I will explain the entire policies. Now modifiers. Okay, this is money when you pick some events. Here it will pop out. Rankings, yeah, your country rankings, you can improve that easily. Actually, all right. So, okay, build the factories. Okay, let's. What? Now what do you do? Okay, I'll teach you real quick the entire branch here. Okay, recruitment centers increases your manpower by 25%. This thing, bro. Okay, let me just. Okay, now okay, that's good. Okay, 25%, yeah, I said it. Develop city increases. Okay, this is a really important one. Most of the people don't do this because it's expensive. But you guys don't know how to make money to actually be able to develop. That's the issue for majority of the people who play Rise of Nation. Yeah, I saw that. Like, I legit could just develop like 4 times as Australia, bro. Like how in that country is not that rich. So how you can see you can possess Russia. I mean, mostly because of the neighbors. But yeah. Of course it's others. Okay, airport, expensive. If you're a democracy and don't have anything else with your life, or just build a few airports in your country. But mostly, if you're playing Russia, you won't build airports. You basically are gonna form the Empire or the Soviet Union, and basically get all these airports for free. So I don't know what's the point to build that. So it's pros and contrasts. Okay, civilian factory. Okay, this is a juicy one. I will explain them in a few moments. Okay, motor parts. Every factory needs like sort of resources. So let's say, you want to build. You'll be building electronic factories mostly. So you need to. Every factory of electronics gives 16 units of electronics, but you need 2 gold and copper. Okay, you basically just do math, like. If you, let's say you are, okay, I think 4 and that's 5. That's like my entire gold supply. So basically what you do is basically you calculate, and if you build 5 you buy 10. If you build 4 you buy 4. It's you have to do math to make sure these factories work. And I'll show you why they are so important in Rise of Nation. Okay, I will just do fertilizers because 2, 1, so that means I have to buy like 3 because I have 4 already, so that's 7, so each one is 3 to 5. So it's not hard to understand the factories. The motor factory, it's you need steel, so basically you have to build steel, which this one barely needs titanium, but you need some iron. And if you don't have iron, you have to buy like for every steel like 4 iron. Or if you have, then you don't have to, because you produce it by yourself, so that's even better. Alright, so I'm gonna build some steel factories now, so I can keep steel factories. So that's gonna be 8 iron, but Russia has these resources already, so you don't need to worry. But people are gonna try to trade you, so don't be greedy. The actual way to okay, I will teach you a little bit. Okay, how to increase your resources, because hyper added this. You select cities tungsten. Just, I mean, actually no, because it's expensive. Do the cheapest way. Just like bro, just go here. Just press these. Like bro, you have diamonds. It's like 31 million, but it's gonna make 6 tanks out of this. You get extra 3 tungsten, bro. That's actually vital if you don't want to make people angry. so you don't risk useless wars if people are angry. Okay, okay, now if you build these factories, now you can build a civilian factory, see? Now you can build it. Build like 5 of them. No, depends. Because of your population. Right, so okay, I'm just gonna be like this. I'm just gonna be like this. Yep. So by default, the civilian faction gives only 14 consumer goods. But remember, another thing, this does not increase your consumers. This will consume your consumers. So how does this work? So you need to have like 3. If you have 83 million, you have to build 3 of them, because even smaller deficits will not give you 25 extra stability. Because consumer goods give 25% stability. How does this work? So your population is like 1 unit of 1 million people is 1 unit of consumer goods. So if you have 80 million people, you will need 3 consumer goods. I will either do whole research on output and bypass that, but at the start of the game you have to build more than your population. You can later improve the output and gain more consumers per factory, which is actually useful if you want to trade on anything, but otherwise you have to build extra. So if you build 3 civilian factories, you have over 13 consumer goods. Because your population kicks up and slowly just takes away consumers, so you have to keep it up. If you want to sell to countries like India, China, Japan, this one gives a lot of money. See, we're gonna make some profits, I don't know. Alright, so now let's go to the game strategy. Well, it's not hard. Expand, just expand. Like, try to justify a lot of AI countries near you. Okay, if you're playing Denmark, then that's something because I like Germany. Okay, if you manage by any chance to conquer Germany, I mean, if you manage by any chance to get the player, which does, I would get Germany, which is not a player, which is lucky if you. I did that, and I was lucky for that. You can just annex Germany, so Denmark and Sweden as well. But I will show you in another video, only if you guys actually watch my content. Alright, so I built more than that. Look, I get 25 system. So that's how you know not collapse. You build consumer goods, alright? Like do not neglect the industry. Say it's useless. And look, this is what you can do with industry. This is what you can do. This is what people underestimate the power of industry, bro. Like people don't think this is actually important, but bro, this is so important if there's any nation, minor nation, bro. If you don't build this, you're kind of screwed. The game is screwed, bro. Like just build electronics. Like just do this. Just do it. It's not hard. This shit takes you just a few clicks, and I showed you previously. And look how much income from trades. I now have 8 million from trades. This is how OP Russia is. Russia is not OP. Just look. I mean, oops, my bad. This is what you can do with Russia. This is what you can do with Russia. But don't tell me that. Look, 30 million income from trading. How you can say that Russia is completely weak? If you manage to get trades, you are rich. You can be like America in terms of income and manpower. It's a country with no potential for success. If you become communist, you can get it even better. Alright, so how do you... Okay, maybe some of you don't know, but to recruit actually fast units, and to recruit more at once, just press, and as I showed in the screen, just press that and just do this. And spam everything, either tanks, in the tank, like a China do this, just spam tanks, or Russia spamming first, or either way, depends on your requirements or needs. Right, so now we build tanks, and again, tanks need motor and steel. So we have to build these basic factories from the of tanks. People don't understand the power of industry, bro. Oh yeah, and another thing you should build extra is the aircraft factory, because it's people don't know about aircraft factories. They tend to buy from others. Why you buy from others when you can make it by yourself? It's so easy to make by yourself. again, resonation logic, resonations. Resonation logic. Oh no, let's not make. Like why not? Like goddamn. Right. For city, okay. So justify blah blah and bam bam bam. Okay, we're invaded blah blah. Okay. I just want to get rid of this. Oh yeah. So military groups, you see how you group your stuff and you get part the general, recruit the generals. Okay, alright, so just to make, okay, military groups are to just split to ships stuff from your army. So you got the navy, infantry, use the army for infantry and tanks, use the navy for navy, air force for air force. That's it. Okay, that should be self-explanatory. Alright, so you start invading. Okay, I did not show you how to do this, so I will teach you now because I kinda got tired of speaking a lot. But I have to show you before guys learn, because I saw YouTube, they are pretty much useless. Alright, so to form a line, alright, you select the infantry, you press left click to the units, you select the unit, or you click. It's better to do this, to be honest. And yeah, you press shift, like the line you want to make, and then you press form line, and bam, you form the line. Now you can do this. Boom. It's not hard. It's not that hard. It's legit not hard to do. It is not hard. It's such easy. Alright, so now we're attacking Ukraine. I mean, not for political reasons, because of the game tutorial. You are playing Russia, so what do you expect to do? You want to form the Union, most of you, so, or the Empire, say. So of course you have to do this. Oh yeah, when you attack the AI, try to capture just one CV with full strength and actually kill the AI. These are the ways to kill the AI. If you actually smart enough, you can just drag the AI in the water. I'll show you another time. This is like a trick. I'll show you how. I can show you how to kill the Indian AI with just 400 tanks and 2 submarines, and 1 submarine actually. If you have 1 submarine, you can kill every AI possible. You can do this to China. You can just literally pull their units. You can just pull the units to water. North Korea, South Korea, Japan, China's AI. Like bring their troops to the water, kill them, and then do the same thing with the Inahui. You can basically just drag everyone in the water. Yeah, you can do this. This works. Okay, so I know I'm not. Okay, alright. Oh yeah. See, this is why you don't really just lost a charge. But it's Kazakhstan, so it's not matter. I'm gonna lose that battalion because I don't. Yeah, I lost it. And as I said, yep. Okay, yeah, the AI moves faster than you because it's like their captor. Damn, the AI goes straight to its captor to recover. The thing is today because I can't collect more. Yep. And as I expected, I conquer most of Ukraine. Alright. How to make peace treaties. Another thing some people don't know about. Like, legitimately, you click, okay, you have these. You have these. This option. This. Oh yeah, if this country appears like this, they have less than 10%, so you can just do this. Send, negotiate terms, right click, select. And if that country's under 10% surrender, just do this, send. Boom, you annex Ukraine. You got their resources, you got whatsoever left of Ukraine. Alright. Yep, and that's how you annex Ukraine, I guess. Because some of you don't know how to even annex Ukraine. And again, keep in mind your consumers, because if you expand population, you have to build more and more factories if you want to keep it up. Because if you're going down and if this feels out, you're not gonna have the 25 stability, which is gonna be annoying. It is what it is. It's resonation, bro. Right. So if Kazakhstan has less than 10% capitulation, just do this. Nope. Oops. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's fine. care for their home guards. Jesus, man. Okay. Alright, so I shown you. Alright. In Resonation, you basically just try to rush these. So I think I've said enough. Okay, one more thing. Factions. Useless. Do not do this. If you do this, you are lame. Alright, that was the video. I hope that it helped you to how to play Resonation. So see ya next time.